Are you the father of a child and you want to know how to establish your rights? My name is Carl Burkhead. I'm an attorney with Worth Law Group. I've been practicing family law for about 7 years, and I want to help you to make law easy by just explaining to you a little bit about how to assert your rights as a father. This is actually a subject that's very near and dear to me. I'm a parent myself. I've got three beautiful stepchildren. I've got one beautiful biological child, and I love them dearly. And it's very important to me to help other fathers be able to make sure that they get to see their children and have their rights. If you have a child out of wedlock, you don't automatically get rights as a dad. So many times I have dads come to me and they say, well, I'm on the birth certificate or I signed an acknowledgement of paternity. That's not enough. Under Oklahoma law, if a child is born out of wedlock, the presumptive custodial parent is always the mother. It may not seem right. It may not seem fair. That's not for me to judge. I'm just here to tell you that's the way it is. But we can help. We can file what's called a petition to establish paternity, custody, visitation, and child support. Because if you're going to be filing it, you're going to be getting all of that handled at once. So obviously, to start is establish paternity. Are you the father of the child? There are ways to be considered the presumptive the presumptive father. Uh, being on the birth certificate, like I mentioned, being on the or signing an acknowledgement of paternity, like I mentioned. Also, if you happen to have lived with that child for the first 2 years of that child's life and held that child out as your own, that's also a way to establish a presumption of paternity. So if it's a situation where you file this, you're saying, hey, I'm the dad, I want to have these rights. And even if, especially if you're saying, hey, I've presumptively become the dad, I've signed the AOP, signed the birth certificate, held the child out as my own. The mother can either stipulate saying, yeah, they're the dad, or they can contest it. If they contest it, then we file a motion for genetic testing so that DNA can prove whether or not you are the father. After DNA is proved, or after the parent or the mother stipulates to paternity, then it just comes down to who gets custody, who gets visitation, and who's paying child support. Those are the ways that we can go to figure out, are you wanting to actually have your child full time? Are you wanting to just have visitation? What do you think is in your child's best interest, and how can we help? Obviously, though, first and foremost, we have to establish paternity. That's the only way to make sure that your rights as a father can be protected. If you have any questions about this, or if you think that you're in a situation where you need to go ahead and assert those paternal rights, please, please, please give us a call. My name is Carl Burkhead. I'm with Worth Law Group, and I want to help you to make law easy.